Hey everyone, and welcome back to a brand new video here on the channel. June is almost upon us, so today I thought I'd talk about my expectations for the upcoming Battlefield reveal. If you do enjoy the video and want to stay up to date with all things Battlefield, then be sure to subscribe to the channel for more news and discussions like this one. So like I said before, it's almost June, the game is releasing in a few months time, and there have been a ton of leaks flying around the place with regards to what could potentially be the reveal trailer. According to Tom Henderson, all of these leaked images are legit and are from a trailer that was seen by EA executives back in March. Tom also claims that he's been told that the actual reveal trailer will probably be different to the one that's actually been leaking, but with all that said, please take all of these leaks and rumours with a grain of salt. No matter how reliable someone has been in the past, there is always a chance of misinformation. Going back to the whole thing about the trailer being different to the one that's leaking, that honestly really wouldn't surprise me at all. For a lot of games out there, trailers will likely have multiple iterations before it's actually publicly released. These iterations will be shown to executives and probably investors as well, and one will get chosen for release. It won't necessarily work like that everywhere, and there's going to be other things to do with it, but having options available to you for release is always a good thing to have and is commonplace in the industry. Going back to the topic of the video though, I'm expecting the Battlefield reveal to take place somewhere around the 7th or 8th of June. The Summer Games Fest takes place on June 10th, and we know that EA is taking part, so they have two options. One where EA reveals the game during the show, and another where EA reveals it beforehand, whilst also showcasing it at the event a few days later. My assumption is that they'll do the latter of the two. Let's say EA reveals it at the Summer Games Fest. That means they'll only really be able to show off the trailer during the live event, and that's probably it. Sure, it would no doubt have a large audience, but EA would be very limited as to what they could actually do with their reveal, and for their biggest release of the year, and arguably the most important Battlefield to date, it would be hugely disappointing. You also run into the potential problem with the game being overshadowed by other game reveals and showcases. On the other hand, EA could reveal the game a few days before and have this huge event with developers talking about the game for an hour or so, showcasing the trailer and more. An event like this would be far more beneficial to the game and EA than a 3-minute window in a livestream event. With that being said, if they do an event for the game specifically prior to the Summer Games Fest, then a lot of people will know about it and have seen the trailer already, so the Summer Games Fest slot is just additional real estate. I expect they will also get a ton of additional details about the game at the reveal beyond the trailer. I imagine the game will very likely be set during the modern era as the leaks have suggested, and I also think that it's the perfect time period for Battlefield, especially if they look a little further into the future than what we're in now. Going a few years ahead means that they can look into adding new and original weapons, vehicles and more. Concepts like robot dogs could also be added as well. Leaks have suggested this would be the case, but as I said earlier, take all things with a grain of salt. Other details I'm expecting to see are with regards to player counts, Levolution, and perhaps other talk about how they've enhanced this game to be the best Battlefield yet. The player count has been speculated to be around 128 players on large scale modes, so 64 versus 64, thanks to the capabilities of next gen consoles. Again, that's not confirmed, but I do think it's highly likely. Crossplay is an absolute must as well. Most multiplayer games these days are crossplay, and recently a number of EA games have been as well. Star Wars Squadrons released last October with crossplay. Apex Legends got it in an update last year, along with Need for Speed Heat getting an update last June for crossplay as well. Need for Speed Heat was also EA's first crossplay compatible game. This feature means that we can play with our friends no matter what platform we're on. Like always, Levolution will likely play a huge part in the Battlefield multiplayer experience. Thanks to those next-gen console capabilities though, I imagine we'll see some big changes to the way it works. Last year at EA Play Live we got a glimpse at how Levolution could work, so I'm excited to see it when the game releases later this year. At the end of the day, a lot of these changes and updates to the game's core features will be thanks to the new generation of consoles. Previous gen consoles, so the PS4 and Xbox One, will hugely limit what this new Battlefield can do. The game will release on them as confirmed a few weeks ago, but simply due to the limitations they have, I don't think they should be cross-platform with next gen and PC. Sure, you can have PS4 and Xbox One crossplay, but nothing more. Previous gen consoles simply wouldn't be able to handle the increased player count and other features like an upgraded Evolution system, so why would you have crossplay with next gen consoles? If you do, you're just restricting these next gen consoles' capabilities, and I don't think anyone really wants to see that. To summarise, I'm expecting the Battlefield reveal to be around the 8th of June, where we'll get a reveal trailer along with a whole host of details about the game. When we do see the trailer and get some more details, I will absolutely be making a video on all of these, so be sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on the bell if you haven't done so already so you don't miss out. Be sure to let me know in the comments what you're expecting from the reveal as well. That is it from me today though guys, thank you all very much for watching and I'll see you in the next one.